Hi, my name is Liz. I'm with the Calcasieu Parish Public Library, and today I will be showing you how to make a flower crown. To make a flower crown, you will need fake flowers, floral wire, some wire cutters, ribbon, and floral tape. Step 1 is to twist the 3 wires together. They all need to be the same length. The length I'm using is 12 inches. This is because I'm making this flower crown for my dog. You can make a flower crown for anyone. Step 2 is to wrap the wires in floral tape. You're going to want to do this a couple of times. So this is the first time I will be doing this. The tape can get tangled really easily, so instead of doing like me and trying to wrap the wire from the spool of tape, you might want to cut a length of tape, which you'll see me do here in a minute because I get frustrated with it. And then you continue wrapping and you have a nice untangled piece of tape to wrap your wire with. Once you're finished wrapping the wires for the first time, you're going to make loops at either end of the wire. This is so that you can tie your ribbon through it. Once you have your loops at either end of your wire, you're going to wrap the whole wire again, just to make sure that you smooth out the pointy ends from creating the loops. Now that your wire is completely wrapped, you're going to figure out how you want to put the flowers on the wire. What's your color scheme, where you want them to go. As you can see, I keep moving mine around trying to decide how much purple I want on this flower crown. Step 4 is to wrap the flowers onto the flower crown. You're going to do this with floral tape again. Now on my flower crown that I created for myself, which you see in the intro of this video, I actually bent the top of the flowers just a little bit so that they would stick out more. And you'll see me start to do this to the flowers that I'm adding to this flower crown as well. It's just so they don't lay flat against the wire, so that they face outward. It looks kind of odd when you tilt the flower crown to the side, but when you're wearing it, it looks normal. As you can see, I pre-cut all of these flowers so that their stems were about 2 to 3 inches. You probably want to cut them so that the stem is 2 inches, but if you're making a flower crown at home, you of course don't have to pre-cut the flowers. You can leave them on the bouquet or whatever they came on and then cut them as you need them. And if you come across one where the stem is too long, just go ahead and retrim it. Now when you get to the end, you're gonna want the stem to face the opposite direction from the way you've been going. And if you have a flower that comes off the stem, just try to put it back on, or you can pick a different flower like I did. Now that I've put all of the flowers on my flower crown, I'm going to reinforce it with some floral tape. This is just to make sure all of the stems are covered. You can make these flower crowns for anybody, including your pet. You just want to make sure to measure the circumference of their head before you cut the wire. You want to cut the wire to the same length as the circumference of their head. You're going to use 4 inches of the wire to make the loops, so you're still going to need the ribbon. Speaking of the ribbon, I cut my ribbon to 24 inches long and put a diagonal end on one end of the ribbon and a flat end on the other. The flat end is going to be the end that I use to tie the loops. So I'm going to do a double knot around each loop of the flower crown. This is just to make sure that the ribbon doesn't go anywhere. If you're at home, you can use glue to reinforce the knots, and then cut off the ends of the ribbon that's tied around the loops. And that's it. Now you have a finished flower crown that's ready to go. Thank you for watching and happy crafting.